today's lecture is brain drain. Brain drain is simply a term under which countries' talent move from our country to another countries to find out the job opportunities and to work here, to live here. Friends, if we talk about in today's time, India's population is around 1.35 billion people and most of them are youngsters. Those who are getting better educations and better opportunities, they are leaving the country on the name of money, on the name of better life of standards, better future and better capabilities. Friends, if you talk about another regions, like there are some political reasons are also behind it. Friends, by talking about the negative effect of these things, like country lacks of better things, better innovators which have earlier moved to the another countries and giving benefits to their areas, even by lefting their whole positions here. Friends, another thing if you talk about, like country finds lacking all these things because every country needs young talents to work in these areas, especially if you talk about scientists, engineers and doctors who are moving from India, especially to the US and other European countries for the better life of standards as well as better getting wages there. But they are working for the other countries. Friends, but here are some other positive aspects also, like if we talk about right now, India's foreign exchange has increased more than $548 billion because of those who are moving from our country are living to the another country and sending the money in terms of dollars to their parents who are still living in our country. So that is why it is also benefiting India in these terms. Also, India getting lots of experiences because sometimes most of the peoples come back and work in these areas. But here are statistics also, like most of the peoples are still moving there. If you talk about in last 10 years, it has increased up to 85% peoples are increasing in our country to move to the other areas. Friends, here are some ways through which we can reduce these things. Like if we talk about to provide the better opportunities, especially to recently the Abhiyan started, that is Atmanirbhar Abhiyan Make in India program, under which different countries companies are coming here. Recently the Apple have started formation and assembling its iPhones here. So these kind of things attracts people and minds here so that they can work for the country by learning it, and we can make our own technology in these types. Another things, we need huge investment in this area and government's will is also necessary. So at last I want to conclude my point by saying that yes, here are different kind of issues India is facing, but brain drain is also option. But youngsters have to understand that if they will spend their time, talent to form the country, so it will definitely help India to get a superpower in near future. Along with, we will easily come up with the solutions, different kind of technologies which even we can build in our own country and can be self-reliable and can also get these kind of amenities, facilities in our country also. Thank you. That's all. Jai Hind.
My lecture topic is brain drain. Brain drain is nation's loss of highly skilled professionals to the developed country through emigration. With this brain drain, a term associated is brain gain, which is the return of these professionals to the home country. If we talk about the situation in India, India has witnessed a brain drain from 1970s to 1980s, but in 1990 there is a huge return of these NRIs who have contributed in developing the nation. As per 2019, there are 17.5 million citizens of India residing abroad. If we talk about the positive aspect of brain drain, then NRIs plays a very important role in bringing the advanced technology to the nation, bringing the knowledge and best practice of the education. A part of India's success can be attributed to Indian diaspora who have contributed in terms of the financial investments. The development of IT sector is also fueled up by the NRIs who bring the technology, and there are approximately 80,000 NRIs returned from past 2 years who have set up the firms and generated the employment. India is a country which is getting a huge remittances from the NRIs and making the policies to attract the NRIs and encouraging the postgraduates and graduates to work in the country. If we talk about the negative aspects, then there is a huge gap between the salaries provided by the developed countries and the India. Then there is some push factors like corruption, less investment, lack of infrastructure and legal hurdles which preventing the country to taking the benefits from the highly skilled professionals. then the policies which are made by the developed countries is much better to attract the talent to their country as compared to policy provided by the India. Now what India is doing, India is celebrating the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas from 2002 to connect with the Indian diaspora all over the world and encouraging them to contribute in the nation's development. They are also providing the easier regulations for the FDI to the NRIs and also providing the OCI cards so that they can get the easier access to the country and invest in the country. The Indian government also run a program which is called Know India to attract the young overseas citizens of India. So these are the things India is doing. Now at last I want to conclude that India is trying to turn brain drain into the brain gain, but this thing is prevented by some push factors like corruption, nepotism, red tapeism, etc. If India is successful eliminating these things, then India surely will turn brain drain to brain gain. Thank you.